Let's go. Hello everyone, my name is Archer and
An
this...
apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Yes, thank you for redeeming your apple. This was reversed 1999 and this is the first day that I actually load up sorry. This is the first time that I load up this game without being for playing the main story. We are going to do daily grind. And then we're gonna do the tier list of the main story. So we're gonna be ranking up all the main chapters from 1 to 8 in a order that I'll choose because it's gonna be my opinion. And then we're gonna be playing Flutterpage's side story. So I hope you guys are excited with that one. Now, before me going in length about the rest, you again. Hello, everyone. Ellie, hello. I am sorry that you're not doing super fine, super well, but I hope you find yourself in a better spot soon. Hello, Vernetto and Blythe and everyone else. Thank you so much for you guys for tuning in. There's a bunch of people playing currently. I know Blythe is online. I know MJ is online. I was looking on their stream. Decaf is online. Neo just got online. So there's a bunch of people online right now. So that's pretty exciting. Also, quick updates. There is a poll on our Discord channel. So I realized that eventually... Damn you, Ellie! Ellie keeps giving away like gifted subs. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate your patronage, your constant help, and just being a very cool person. I hope eventually I can repay you for all your kindness. I am poor, so it's hard for me to repay in such length. But still, it does fill my heart with a lot of goodness. Thank you so much. But yes, now Vernetto don't need to just be on YouTube. If he wants to stay on Twitch, he's not gonna be affected by ads anymore at all. But yes. Updates. Our Discord channel now has a new poll. I realized that eventually we're gonna get to a point where I will no longer be able to fill 3 hours of stream with just reverse content. Yes, I can do reveries for a couple of hours, of course, but I don't find that super exciting. So, I decided to pick some gacha games that I know have decent lore. None of them really beats Reverse on their lore part, but they are all decent. So I decided to put them all there, and that's gonna be something that's gonna be brewing. So eventually, when I do need to tap into other games to fill up the time, those are the options, and the ones voted more are the ones that are gonna be playing first. I would give more if I had the capacity. I will watch whatever you stream. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I am so thankful for that, Ellie. I would also give you more than just my normal sub if I had the capacity to. So like streaming right now is my way of trying to get income in. So, but eventually, one day, I'll be the person supporting everyone. I hope, hopefully so. Hello, Sangenio! Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming back. We're just starting. I'm gonna be doing my daily grind before we go to the meat of today's stream. But yes, I'm just saying, if you don't know, we have a Discord channel. And that Discord has a channel called Poll, where you can vote on future games that I can play on stream. I just created this morning, and eventually I will need to branch off to other games, and that's gonna be where I'm gonna find those games. I want to see what the community wants me to play. There's like a multiple choices in there of decent gacha games that I've heard or even played a little bit in the past. Oh, always, always. Ellie has been a supporter and friend for months now. Very, very kind human being. Again, this is a very supportive community. We are here to support each other. My goal here is to try to make you guys a little more happy, fill your days with a little bit of kindness and good things. Oh yeah, again, if you do have other games, gacha games or whatever that you like to see, do join the Discord channel so you can vote in it. So your voice is also heard. I'm not much of a gacha games player, it's just the reverse really caught my attention. Me neither. I do play multiple games, but most of them are not gacha games. But since a lot of the community that I like amassed with Reverse are gacha gamers, I decided to keep in kind of like in that one realm of existence. But I'm trying to pursue the gacha games that I find more like good. So the list only contains like gacha games that I know are decent enough to be there. But yes, I'll say Reverse probably is the best. I wouldn't really that like I'm so happy that I started playing Reverse, and it's just gonna be very fun to see the stark contrast of Reverse storytelling compared to everything else. But curiosity, what types of games do you usually play? Besides, of course, Reverse. We can do some stuff.
A gust of wind from the door. Oh, I see.
Okay, let me just check if I don't think I need energy. Oh damn it! I already clicked this. I was just gonna check if I needed energy to play this. Uh, God, okay. Let's just do this one. It was not intended, but since it's already open, might as well. All kind of games, usually shooters like Half-Life or Max Payne. Okay. I do play like ARPGs whenever I want to relax, like Path of Exile or Last Epoch or Diablo or games like that. I'm terrible at shooters. I tend to avoid them just because I just get frustrated by not hitting anything. Or hitting object games. Hitting object, like investigation or puzzles. That's interesting. The birdie makes her own way down to the lake, her little bird friend fluttering around beside her.
Hmm?
Still trying to cheer me up, eh?
Oh.
But I'm alright, really. Just give us a moment. I'll be right as a rain in a tick. Every child has their own secret hideaway, and whenever Liberty feels the urge to slip away, she finds her way here. I can understand the frustration part. That's why I don't like real-time strategy games. Oh, that's also one of my frustrations. I am not good at RTSs. I have a lot of friends that like them. I try, but it's just it's a lot. It's just a lot to juggle. I'll just accept that I'm a numbskull and focus on the games that I find it fun and enjoy. I'm bad at playing Nikkei. I don't even want to think how good I'd be in an actual shooter game. Nikki's a shooter? I thought it was just again, I don't know what Nikki entails. I only know it's a gacha game for booba girls. Many legends surround this spot. The grown-ups warn the dreadfully Jenny Greenteeth, who drags careless children into the lake to meet a watery end. They also say mischievous fairies roam the area, stealing prized possessions from unwary children. They also say, as she thinks about it, Liberty realizes she's never actually encountered any of these creatures. Maybe they are nothing more than scary stories dreamt up by adults to keep their kids from straying too far away. In which case, this quiet little haven really is all hers, a place no other children would try to claim, where Liberty can spend her time in peace before heading home for supper. Liberty sits by the lake, pulling out the shopping list for her father, uh, the shopping list her father gave her. Then, Apple must be in SSS plus EX tier. Welcome, Draggy. Hello. Draggy, updates for you, exclusive for you. On our Discord channel, now we have a voting thing where you can vote for a future game that I will be playing in the morning whenever I run out of content on reverse. So whenever I finish all the anecdotes and reflections and all the extra shit that I can find both here in the game or in the YouTube, I'll be trying to branch off to another gacha game that has a decent enough gameplay. So the list of the games is in a poll on our Discord channel on the area of polls. Very fitting. And you can vote for the ones that you like best. Look, a little phone here, and it's done. Look at that, a little bird just like you, like looking in a mirror. Chirp, chirp.
I want to be like you.
Then it could fly off somewhere else.
Might be.
Somewhere else, there's an exciting adventure waiting for me, far away from all these worries.
Could you?
Take me there? Fair enough. Suppose that asking a bit much from a little thing like you. I was only teasing. Remember me saying I wanted to introduce you to Ollie? He's a bird too. Just happens to be a rooster, that's all. See, people ain't too keen on Ollie's crowning and waking up in the morning, so I keep with him down in the cellar. Ollie always wake me up bright and early, and then I go ahead and wake everyone else up, tapping on folks' windows with a pole, right as I'm supposed to. As she reaches this point, Liberty's voice falters, her hands slacken, and the little paper bird sags in her grip.
But
But let me tell you a little secret. If I'm being straight, I don't really need Ollie to wake me up. Keeping with him in the cellar just makes me feel more like home, you know? Mom, Dad, and even Sarah. I know they love me and I love them too. But sometimes they're just, well, they're like what you saw.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. Why we can all have a good laugh together now and then. We might not have much, but we could still be happy with what we got, couldn't we? What'd you reckon, eh? Silence settles around her. Liberty's new friend has vanished without a trace. Oh well. Cheerio from now. Couldn't say a proper goodbye first. Wouldn't have killed ya. Go back on my lonesome again. Liberty stretches out her arms and legs, sinking into the soft grass. Feeling the breeze drift across her cheek, she imagines herself as a paper page, ready to be carried off by a flutter of the wind. Think about... what's that? High among the tree branches above her, there is something lurking, hidden in the leaves. Yay! Woof! A gust of wind lifts her skirt and Liberty lets go of the branch, landing softly on the ground. You were tucked right out of sight up there. Good thing I don't mind climbing trees. Let's have a butcher's. We've got her. A pouch? Someone must have left it up here. Up there, it says,
Oh.
oh, I gotta say, this is proper clever. Because they figure if it just said open me, well, then I'll never open it. That'd be too be obvious.
Eh.
I gust of wind in the air. I thought it's my arcane skill, but it turns out it's just you. I really love the little phrase of her. I like the Flutterpage side story. I thought it was really well done and really showed her personality. Yes, again, that's the first time that I played this side story. So, but I really I really like her. I think she's a very great kid. I do really like that little phrase. A gust of wind in the air. I thought it was my arcane skill, but turns out it's just you. If it said don't open me, I'll still think twice. It's a bit on the nose, isn't it? But this... Don't open me. Nicely done. I'll bite. Yeah, I do feel that eventually can uh, be a little tiresome. Like I love Nala's being my front page character because I love her initial music, but I think I'm starting to wear off on her phrases. Why are you sleeping here? Wake up! Morning. That was a lovely nap. Oh, hold on. When did I nod off? Is it nighttime already? Still drowsy, Liberty wakes herself up, springing up from the soft grass and glancing around in a daze at the girl standing beside her.
I do apologize.
Ooh. Okay. Can we discuss that this girl right here on our pages, this girl that has no name and is just existing on Flutterpage's side story, has a better model than Moldir? Really? I do apologize. I hope I'm not interrupting, but this isn't a safe spot for a nap, you know? Hasn't nobody ever warned you? People say crafty fairies wander about out here, waiting to swipe your most precious possessions when you aren't watching. Don't say, wait, oh, so give Molly a better design and character model on the game? Because this random girl does. It's you! The girl is one of the few children she's seen out of these woods. They waved in passing before, yet never even told each other their names.
Hmm.
I didn't think anyone who comes out here would believe it all. But they're all real. Blue Caps, Jack Frost, and the Gert Dog, Pistol Sours, Black Anise, every one of them. But I do like her staff is just like a limp. Though most of them aren't nearly as nasty as they say. You do get the odd troublemaker. You might want to have a look if you're missing something. Let's have a look then. Purse, shopping list. Yep, all here. I've lost nothing. I've not lost nothing. Isn't this yours? The girl pulls a very familiar pouch from her pocket. It's labeled Dispels Any Lingering Doubt. That? No, I found it up in a tree. Hang on, I remember now. It was right as I opened that pouch that I got all drowsy. I'm Alaric, wait for the tier list part. I'm gonna do the Flutterpage character story at my own time. Oh, okay, I'm gonna do the tier list right after this one episode part here. I clicked by mistake. I was just trying to check if it would consume energy. So yeah, we're gonna be done with this in the next few minutes, I guess. By the way, a pouch that makes you sleepy. This is for sure. What's the name? What's the name? Guy that puts you to sleep. Forgot the name. You guys know. But doesn't say don't open me on it.
Yes.
Yes. And who could resist opening a bag and says don't open me? Come on now. I suppose you have a good point. The girl hands over the pouch. Liberty takes it. But this is so curious. It's the perfect sort of trap a pesky fairy would leave. Are you absolutely sure nothing's missing? I don't think so. Well, alright then. If you say so. Don't you think you ought to get back? You're always home before sunset, but it's well past that now. You're right. I still gotta do the weekly shop, and I'm in for a proper earful tonight. But wait, how do you know that? The girl clears her throat, looking somewhat bashful. The character stories never charge your energy. Oh, fun. Thanks for letting me know. I only did one character story, and I don't remember if it ever charged me energy. It was Nala's character story whenever she released. I always sneak a peek at you when you come around here, 'cause you can do that too, can't you? That, you mean... It takes only a second for Liberty to comprehend what the girl is talking about. Sarah's scolding echoes in Liberty's mind, yet the strange girl looks at her with such expectant eyes.
Hmm?
Wanna see? Really? The echoes are gone the next second.
Of course.
Just ought to do it. Though her little bluebird friend is nowhere to be seen, the paper bird Liberty made remains close at hand. I like that as soon as Vernito sees that Schneider is hungry, he treats her. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. She lifts up it gently from the grass, resting in the center of her open palm. Watch carefully. Ha! Liberty throws the paper bird into the air. At that moment, the wind rises. A gust ruffles Liberty's dress and dances lightly through the girl's soft hair. The little bird flies upward. Wow, you called up the wind just like that.
Yes.
Yes, but it only works on paper or cloth, and only with light stuff. I can budge nothing heavy. So you're saying you never lift yourself up and try to fly? That's the long and short of it. I can't fly, at least not yet. That's a shame. Still though, what can you do is impressive all the same. Just think there's probably no one who can throw a paper plane further than you. Liberty blinks a few times as she mulls over the notion. Got a point there. Never thought of it like that. Well, we'll have to try it next time. But promise me you keep mum about this. Right, alright, my sis don't want me doing this in front of people.
Of course.
I'll keep quiet, but what's the fuss anyway? We're just flying a paper bird. I reckon it's 'cause she worries I'll end up in
I
trouble.
don't get it.
I don't get it, to be honest. There's no why, Sarah said, and maybe she's right. Since there's no answer, there ain't no point stressing it. The grown-ups sussed that out ages ago, so that's why they don't bother asking.
Hmm.
Wait, what do the oranges do? I'm new to Twitch, even though I had an account for years. Oh, okay, so the oranges is just an icon for my channel point redeems. Everybody has, if you're affiliated with Twitch, you have your channel point redeems, but you can change the little icon to anything you want. I changed them to oranges way when I started playing Reverse, because, you know, this is the stuff that you and Schneider talk about. Oranges. But yes, you can redeem your apple of the day, you can treat Schneider to her treats, you can make me drink water, you can play some blurps and sound effects.
I'm here behaving myself. My dear lord, don't be oversensitive.
Quite like that one. Maybe it's time I grew up a bit. Stop thinking so much about all these silly little things. Be sensible, eh? The body gazes out over the calm lake in the distance, letting silence briefly rule the small secret place.
But I still don't get it.
Yeah, low-key evil if you do make it oranges. Well, I like oranges because oranges reminds me of Schneider. But I will change into apples soon.
Why sit there so why?
I just forgot to change it, but I will change to apples. As the buddy questions hangs in the air, a fleeting moment follows, the only sound a gentle whisper of the breeze over the lake. The girl opposite Liberty blinks as the last the girl opposite Liberty blinks as the last a smile spreads across her face. Why is there no why? A bit of tongue twister that is. Still, I might just know someone who could answer that question.
Hmm?
What? Really?
Of course.
Of course, I know someone. Everyone calls her the administrator, and she knows the answer to everything. Maybe you could ask her someday. The answer to everything?
Hmm.
Sounds a bit dodgy. How does she pull that off? Do you reckon she knows what I had for supper last night? Of course, she does. One time she even told me the fifth letter on the third line of page 20 in my favorite book. From fairy snatching away belongings to a mysterious woman with all the answers, Liberty's new friend seems to live in a world full of fantastical marvels. Well, I have to say I'm intrigued. What do you say we meet up here tomorrow after school? You're on. I'll be here right on time. It doesn't take long for the two of them to agree for their next adventure.
They call me Lamplighter.
What should I call you? Lamplighter, that's a cute name. Can we get Lamplighter as a character?
My name is Liberty.
What? She begins to speak, yet the words stall in her lips. The sounds poised to come to life simply fade away.
Wait. What?
What is my name? Oh no, this isn't good news. Now we know what those pesky fairies stole after all. They stole your name. That's why we call her Flutterpage, because they stole her name? That's silly. I like it. Dum, 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 dum. Okay. Before we do more of this, let's do the tier list. So our good friend Draggy can actually watch the stream. So Draggy, if you're out there and you hear us, I'm gonna start doing tier lists and things of that nature. Come join us. La tier list. Yes. So I decided to make a reverse 1999 chapters tier list because now that I finally finished all the main story of the game, I might as well rank them. So I just pulled this one, very easy, since it's just 8 chapters, and this is how I'm gonna be tiering everything. Between the very best, which is basically peak. It's peak story. No other gacha games that I've ever played or heard about has a story just as good. Then I have good, which is still above a lot of other games. Then we have could be better because it can get improvements. And then there is definitely the beginning. Definitely the beginning is literally the lowest we can get because it's just is the beginning of a chapter or a transition from one big chunk of story to another big chunk of story. So it means that it's not as good as the rest that's gonna come afterwards, but it's still very solid. There is no bad or terrible because Reverse does not have anything bad or terrible about their main story. I couldn't bring myself up to say bad or terrible. Like Reverse, even the worst chapter on Reverse, the weakest one that you can find, is better than most gacha games out there. So, it's simply the beginning. And talking about the beginning, we have literally the beginning. Like there's nothing that I can say. This is literally the quite the beginning. In our time, which is again, we gotta remember something. We have This is Tomorrow. This is Tomorrow is literally like the first part that you play, and then we have In Our Time, which is the first real chapter you go through. And it is so good. It really creates and sets up everything from what we have to expect. In the beginning, there was Regulus and Mr. Apple in a boat. That was the moment that it kind of hooked. Really, like we're talking about the girl in a boat in the middle of nowhere in Britain, holding a rogue radio station with a floating apple as her second in command. And it just everything makes sense. Everything is nice. Like the sound, the storytelling, the voice acting, the imagery, everything just makes sense. So if you do remember this first part of the game, we have Regulus running away from the Foundation because they're trying to take her. Uh, we help her flee. If you do remember, whenever we met Regulus, we use this like bomb of like explosion. We give it to her, and she uses the potion to flee away. And then we go after her because we want Regulus' help to kind of uncover the secrets of what happened in 1999. Which is still there's a lot of questions, like why the timekeeper wanted Regulus specifically. I don't think the game ever answered that. Like why the timekeeper just wanted Regulus very specifically. She didn't just run away, she kicked the asses of two Foundation members. I thought that was, yes, that is badass. Regulus is pretty strong. And we all know that the real Apple is also real strong. But yes, she flees, and then we kind of do this exposition, and the first storm hits. The first storm hits in the first part of the game. We see the first storm syndrome, which is turning everything into comic books, and then we got reversed from, I think, 1966 to 1929, where the big part of the beginning starts. So that itself is just a great hook. It gives you everything we need. We have the main character, which is immune to this storm. We have funny little sidekick character in Regulus. We have a foundation, which is a organization that wants to research and take care of these arcanists, which Regulus happens to be one of them. And then we have the big mystery. Why is the storm reversing time? Very solid, very simple, kind of to the point. It doesn't do great things, like it doesn't introduce depth in anything, but it's still like a very good hook. Then, is still on the first chapter, we have the 1929 part, which we are already going to Chicago because we are researching some odd stuff. Wasn't Regulus the assigned to X's team? I think she's supposed to help with her tech expertise. Yes, she has something, and I still don't remember what it is. She always keeps saying that she has one. Jamie, thank you for the raid. Welcome to the stream. My name is Archer, and here we play reverse and other things. But yes, thank you. Welcome. I think it's bad to go to Barcarola event not knowing chapter 6 or 7 for real. I don't even know why Barcarola has something related to it. Oh my god, my one viewer coming with me. That's nice. Well, good on you, Jamie. Let me do a shout out, Jamie. Let me figure out what you have been what have you been playing. Oh, yes. Oh, you were playing reverse, of course. Thank you. I am doing a tier list of all the chapters of Reverse. I just finished chapter 8 yesterday. Oh, you came with Bless, of course. You were trying to beat Reverie. Yes, I gotta eventually stop myself and do a little bit more of Reverie. I stopped in the like 90 and I couldn't beat the 100. So I need to build more characters and tackle that again. But yes, I am just talking in length about the first chapter of the game. Because like I need to put context, we need some context. Thanks for the follow, I appreciate. Very, very much nice of you. I'll follow you as well so I can catch your stream in another time. Yes, and yes, he's right. Have a nice meal. Oh, the reveries are hard. Yes, they are. Especially for me because I'm fairly new still. I'm pretty sure in 2.4 they mentioned Xeno's betrayal. Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, you can find me always in reverse 99 channels. Yes. Well, continuing, and then we go to Chicago, and we're researching stuff, and then we meet one of my favorite characters, Schneider. We meet Druvis. We know that it's still on this chapter. We also meet Sotheby. We meet Forget Me Not in Arcana and everything. And the big plot of like this first thing is the Walden, which is the bar run by Forget Me Not, is selling liquor, but they are potions that you only learn it's liquor once you drink them. I always find that so cool and fascinating. So like this first part is so good. We set up a lot of story. We set up antagonists. We have a great kind of villainous characters with Schneider. So we have Druvis, which is this mysterious characters. We have Sotheby, which is a spoiled little girl, but she's super fun. And there's a lot of good stuff on this first chapter. So I will say the first chapter does fit into definitely the beginning, but there's a lot more. Then we have the second one. Tinder is the night, the very best. I will say Tinder is the night is the very best. Yes, it is S tier. Tinder is the night was the reason why I decided to really stick with reverse and play it every single day. I fell in love with Schneider. I fell in love with the story. I fell in love with the characters. So much happens. It's such a good chapter. Because, okay, let's remember. We have the meeting with Arcana where she does a lot of exposition about a lot of stuff. She messes with her mind because let's remember, she captures you and Schneider. She has you guys locked up and she wants you to be a part of Menos Vindictae. She puts you in kind of a trance with making you see the apple on her hand, and we take the apple, but it's actually a gun. She makes us shoot Schneider in all this, and we keep being in this like parallel universe in our dreams where we can see Schneider's past and all scribbled up like a child's like drawing, and it's just so amazing how the storytelling is made, and the constant scent of oranges. That's why orange is the thing for the channel because orange. Playing this game, this one chapter just made me think of oranges. This is where reverse 99 behind begins truly. Yes, haven't got to her. Yes, to trying to beat laggers
I'm
because
here
I once
behaving
have one inside
myself.
three.
My dear lord, don't be oversensitive.
Yes. One side 3 character, Zol 37, Tooth Fairy, and Yinzio Ledger. Okay. Okay, you guys are still talking about Reverie. Fun, fun, fun. But okay. Nice, yes. Do spread the tips because it is challenging. But yes, then we have a lot of stuff. We have antidote where we're trying to put stuff together with potions. This is okay. Cities Get Roses, such a good chapter. No, no, I know. You guys can be talking. I'm just my mind is all over the place right now because I'm just trying to reminisce about everything reverse. But yeah, we have this the first storm syndrome that's actually because we kind of like the game doesn't explain really well the first storm syndrome, which is making everything comic book back in 1966. But here we know the storm syndrome a lot. People are seeing people are seeing money as food, and food is everything else but food. And people are dying. They are having a lot of issues because they're literally eating, they're chugging, they're breaking their teeth into gold bars, into coins, into pieces of paper, and that's just so insane. Yeah, it explains a lot of how the Charm Syndrome actually works. And then we create this potion to try to make people see food as what it is. And we see like Sotheby trying to work on Mr. Carson because he makes a whole banquet for them. It's all money, so it's that part is so funny. And then we still have like people they're trying to go back to the Walden to rescue Verton. Verton is there trying to face Arcana and her mind. We have people trying to rescue Maria, which is Schneider's sister. There's so much happening. But we have the army, the freaking army, like going in Chicago because they want to try to help people because everybody's seeing food as money. Um, we have the kiss. Yeah, how funny how the game tried to pay Mr. Carson like he was stealing. Yes, whenever I first see that set apart, like why he's trying to steal stuff, but he was trying to cook it, which makes a lot of more sense. Yes, like you cannot predict the game. The game is just gonna all predict you. Then we see the kiss, the beautiful kiss that Schneider gives to Verton. Schneider almost died remembering that. We have to save her because we shoot Schneider. We defeat Druvis. We shoot Schneider. We are able to flee, and then we have the ending. For me, the ending of chapter 2 was masterpiece levels of ending. It's is that one picture. Okay, let me go back to the game. I need the one picture is fucking good. Okay, I think we're back to the game. The Last Supper. This picture right here is the goat. This picture here is everything and more. Is every single character relevant to that part? And I didn't even talked about X. X and Regulus were trying to create devices. So Regulus is not really present in this chapter at all because she's in the Foundation. She's working with X. But all of them come back and they are all in a Verton suitcase. And then we have Sotheby, Mr. Carson, all of Sotheby's staff people. We have Maria, Schneider, Druvis, Verton, Soneto. Everybody's here. And as people are eating the food, more and more people start to disappear because the time is being reversed, and the suitcase does not protect humans. It only protects arcanists. And it's so sad because as they are eating their food, they slowly start to cry. Like you see Mr. Carson look at Sotheby and he disappears and she starts to cry in the corner of the table. And you feel for her because you know how much she loves him. And then it hits you. Yes, see? Last Supper 2. Mr. Carson's no longer here. The staff, a good part of the staff is no longer here. And Sotheby starts to cry. And I'm starting to cry right now because I'm remembering. And then we see Vertin's already hiding her face because she knows it's sad. And then Maria disappears. And as far as we're concerned, this was the last one. Everybody here should have been here. Everybody here is an arcanist. We see Soneto and Sotheby. Soneto's trying to comfort Sotheby. And then we look at Schneider. And then Schneider comes very close to us and says her goodbyes. We should have seen this coming, because Schneider was already giving us hints of this event, but it all makes sense now. Schneider was never an arcanist to begin. Schneider was only given a magical pistol. She's just a normal human. She says her farewell, and she disappears. After kissing Schneider, after she kissing us actually, and sorry, I'm tearing up. She disappears. And one thing that I was just saying, because on this last chapter, chapter 8, we know that Mr. Duncan is Carson. He's Carson. He's the same person, but different looks, different lives, different memories, but they are the same person. So it means that people do not die whenever they get reversed. It's like they begin anew as a new person. So it just means that Schneider is out there. She's not dead. Neither is other characters. We're gonna talk about other characters that we need to keep in mind. They're gonna show up eventually in other characters that were reversed. But this is my main character. Like, I want to see Schneider back. I don't know how she's gonna show up again, but we all know she will. Because I feel that low-key, now that Vertin knows that people are not reversed permanently, Vertin probably will try to find Schneider. Because I am 100% sure that Vertin fell in love with Schneider during this one chapter here. What Vertin and Schneider lived inside the Walden, only both of them know. So that's why this is peak storytelling. Okay, I'm just trying to relax now. My theory is that the spirit doesn't actually die for real. Man, I love Duncan. He's the more badass Mr. Car. Yes, Duncan is great. I find, yes, I think Duncan is just Mr. Carson because he treats Sotheby just like Mr. Carson does, but he's a more badass version. He's a more fleshed out character. So I can only imagine how Schneider would come, because Schneider was already top tier character whenever she disappeared. And she was not even a playable character. So I can imagine whenever she comes back as a playable character, how better and more in-depth she will be. Because we've met her twice. All those characters that we're gonna meet, that were reversed and stuff, but they showed up in the story as well, all of them will have way more depth to them. Chapter 3 is good. Chapter 3 is almost the very best. Chapter 3 is almost the very best. I can even piece Chapter 3 in 2 parts. But let's go back to the game because I want to keep just like in game I can explain stuff better. Chapter 3 is almost the very best, like no one ever was. This chapter is to learn about who Vertin is in her backstory, and this chapter is very important. And it kind of threw me off a loop because we cut chapter 2 with sadness and we go straight to chapter 3. Oh, thank you so much, Sangino, for coming. I'm sorry that you have to go. Goodbye. See you next time. Thank you so much. But yes, this chapter is GOAT, but not the very best. We know a lot about Vertin here. This little small conversation between Vertin, Soneto. She talking about this frog which protects himself from the rain, and I kind of feel that this is the moment that Soneto kind of starts to see Vertin with new eyes. This is the moment that I feel that Soneto starts falling in love with Vertin, because we all know Soneto loves Vertin. And this is probably the moment that that she started to develop that feeling. And then we know that Vertin is now on symbolism. Vertin is reminiscing about her past. She was brought back to the Foundation and she needed her time. This is so fun. This is where we meet probably my favorite character in the game. Matilda Buonish. Such a great character. Matilda is amazing character. Matilda is the best character for me. She's so fun. Matilda is so fun in all the senses of the word. She has a great accent. The way she thinks is very fun. She is her own character. She does the things her way. She loves Soneto, and we know that. There's a part on chapter 2 where we have to answer something about Matilda's test score, because Matilda started to freak out that her test score is making her think about her name, and it's basically 100 minus 14, which I think is 86, 87. I forgot the answer. But that just goes to show how much like the level of how obsessed Matilda is towards Soneto. She sees Soneto on the smallest things, and I just love it, because I feel like I'm very kind of like Matilda in those senses, that I obsess about the smallest things, and I see stuff on the smallest stuff. And she's just such a fun character. This is the start where we learn about Constantine. I think this was the moment that I was starting to say that the Foundation and the Manus Vindictae are two sides of the same coin. One represents chaos and one represents law, but both of them are not good. Both of them they have their own hidden agendas they are trying to pull here. And we, as the Timekeeper, we need to stay in the middle. We need to find our own route. This is such a good part. This image here has such a good symbolism to it. I just want to make Constantine being reversed. Sadly, if she just get reversed by the storm itself, she's just gonna show up again. We need to off her. What is the storm, sir? This is so... This is... Again, this is the moment where this chapter starts to be peak. The chapter was fine until this one episode here. And then the second part of chapter 3 starts to become peak. We see that Vertin is totally outside the box. Vertin doesn't think like everybody else. She's not being indoctrinated like everybody else. She still has her own thoughts. She still has her own mind. Vertin questions everything. And this is what makes her special. One of the things. She finally follows the herd, but just for now. She goes back after questioning. She's trying to blend in, but it's just for now, because then we get locked up because we make the big question about the S word in the middle of everyone, and we get locked up, and this is where we meet the Ring. This kid, we don't have his name. We just call him the Ring. But he is one of the two kids that are going to be reversed. We all know that. But the Ring is very fun. He's just a friend. He's just a beacon of light for Verton because he also thinks in a different way. The ring is thinking about meeting his own country. He wants to know his past. And that's very important. This is where the first game of chess begins. Verton doesn't know that she's playing chess against someone here. She realizes that something is odd. Because what happened is, Verton creates a plot, a ploy, to leave the school with everybody else. They have this lovely night in the middle of the woods. I think there's probably going to be images related to that. Yes. So it's around this part. I can be Constantine chess, maybe. I don't know, dude. She is a pro. She plays chess even against kids that don't know that they're playing chess against her. I don't know if that's any indication of how good she is, but just saying that she plays chess with anything. So she has a lot of time of practice. But during this part, we invite everybody to hide inside a tree trunk. And this is the moment we start to actually connect with our friends in childhood, and we talk about with everyone, and we realize there is a music, there is a poem that can fit perfectly as the school's anthem. And they are supposed to sing the anthem during the start of the school, like, Olympic stuff. So they decided to change the anthem to another set of lyrics. In the children's heart, it means for communication. In the adult's ears, it's a provocation. I played chess since birth. Really? Okay, that's awesome. Congratulations to you. Again, I was never good at chess or strategy games, but maybe if I played since I was like a little kid, things would have turned out for the best. Good on you for learning it, or good on your parents for incentivizing you to try it. So this part is also very good, because we start to sing a music of a poem written by the Manus Vindictae. We don't know that. But reading the lyrics, we kind of see that as a ask for freedom, as a beg for seeing the world outside. This is what all those children crave. They want to see the world outside, where they come from, their countries, everything. So the lead singer here is Isabella, this girl here, and she starts to sing the music with us. She pulls like the music, and everybody starts to sing. I think besides Mesmer Jr., Mesmer kind of gets a little confused at the beginning, but she tries to kind of follow us. And okay, they're not gonna show here, but this is the first like big incident. The adults see them singing the song as literally a provocation, and they try to stop the kids from singing it. They tackle Isabella to the ground with like batons and everything, and the kids try to protect her. And in a very, very stupid act, a guy throws tearing gas in the children, but he shoots at Verton and puts her into like a coma for a few days. I am 1200 in chess.com, but I'm not very good. I just know basic knowledge. I don't know how good is 1200, but I don't know where like how the scoring works. But I believe that's very good. Congratulations. Yeah, good on you, sir. That's awesome. I have a cousin that's very good at chess as well. He always defeated me. I wish I was that good. Again, I always blame my parents, kind of to me myself. But whenever you're a kid, you really don't know, like, much. But I'll always say, if you're a parent, try to incentivize your children to learn stuff, like arts and strategy and those things. I think it's very important. Music and languages. But yeah, in this part here, this is a blueprint of the school, and Vertin devises a plan to free themselves. That's a terrible plan, and it's gonna fail. But we all know that's what they're looking for. This is the big part. So the kids, they run through the school. They wanna go to freedom. They fight a lot of guards. They fight Lilia, when then Lilia lets them go, and all they want to see is the outside world. What they didn't plan on is that this whole plan thing is happening during the storm. The storm is happening. Time is being reversed. So what happened is, all the kids together, they go outside to a brand new world. And they don't show here because it's a CG. And what happened is, Vertin sees all her childhood friends that followed her to this point getting reversed in front of her. And through this door, we see Madame Z saying that she is now the timekeeper. This is peak moment. This moment here is peak. It is to the same level of chapter 2. Because this is the beginning part of how Vertin becomes timekeeper. We see how evil and despicable Constantine and the Foundation can be to reach their goals. And at this point, again, for us, reversing is death. They died. But as we just learned, again, with Twisting Tropics, probably we may able to see the Ring and Isabella again, because reverse is not death. It's no longer death. Maybe they got reverse to a better point where they can be with their families. So maybe reverse was kind of freedom for them in a way. We can see now this as something like, if reversing can be freedom from some characters, Vertin can no longer access that freedom because she's immune to it. She can no longer just let herself be reversed into a better life. She will always be her, whether she likes her or not. I enjoy chess, but I'm terrible at it. Well, me and you, Ellie. Me and you. And then we go to chapter 4. Okay, that was a lot. Well, if it's my first game, teach me... Oh, it's my first ever game, teach me my father. I'll say the very best. For me, specifically, it was the very best. Chapter 4 is so good for many, many reasons. And I'll show with this scrapbook. We all start here. So we come back to the story. For me, yeah. We come back to the story right after the events in Chicago. Constantine is trying to recruit everybody that came in with Vertin. So we're talking Regulus. No, Regulus is already kind of part of the Foundation at this point. Thank you so much, Ellie. Again, thank you again for the sub. It always means a lot. Have a great day. I hope you feel better. I don't know what's going on. If you ever need to talk to someone, my Discord exists. You can message me if you ever need something. But if you just want to be quiet on your own and feel better, I hope you do. And see you next time. But yes, here we see Constantine trying to recruit our friends. So trying to recruit Sotheby and Druvis that came with us in the trunk, in our suitcase. And Druvis doesn't want to. They want to follow Vertin. They don't want to be a part of the Foundation. So they want to talk to Vertin first. Vertin is still sleeping. This whole thing is happening in parallel to whatever we just watched in the third chapter. So here we see Lilia with her mock exam. She's gonna end up doing this exam with Soneto. They do this together. They finally have some time. Zeno is making everything silly. They're not allowing Lilia to go off, so she has to do the whole simulation thing to have fun. Here we see Mesmer Jr. Mesmer Jr. is still for me a very cool but puzzling character. She clearly cares about her work. She works in the somnambulism area. She researches people's dreams. The politics which I hate the most. I love the politics arcs. I find that the politics arc so fascinating. One of the reasons for me this is very peak. For me, I love it. Not gonna lie. Always loved the intrigue, the intrigue, the hoops and bounces Madame Z has to do to give Vertin and her team neutrality inside the Foundation is insane. But yes, we see Mesmer Jr. researching. She's keeping an eye on Vertin. We see Druvis here in the reflection. She's worried. We see Lilia here. I think Lilia talked with someone because someone asked Lilia to help them, and Lilia will help us. Believe me. Oh yes, who asked Lilia? Vertin asked Lilia. We gotta remember, this is a game of chess that is not only being played by Madame Z, really a little further ahead, but is also a game of chess being played by Vertin herself, and she. And Lilia is one of the pieces Vertin moved on this part. This is probably closed door. Yes, this is Druvis trying to rescue Sotheby. Sotheby creates a potion that ends up transforming her into a cloth hanger. Into a wire. No, what's the name? What's the name? Is it jacket hanger? Something. She becomes an object in order to flee her room. And like she having this whole kerfuffle with some of the guards and stuff. Korek, yes. The coat wreck Sotheby, yes, thank you. And then Druvis comes out destroying the whole thing. She transformed this whole area of the Foundation, this whole sector of the Foundation, into a jungle. Druvis is a living proof of the power of a pure-blooded arcanist. The extent of her power is insane. And then we get this. This is amazing shot of Druvis kind of being a badass, creating roots and trunks, and basically controlling everything. Through the flourishing vines and leaves, people finally remember where she comes from. She is the queen. Again, I really hope we can have Druvis center stage next chapter. Because Druvis has been in the back burner since this chapter. We don't know much about Druvis since this chapter, and I really want to see her again. Yes. 8, no crumbs left. Just 3 trunks and twigs. And then we have the emergency meeting by Madame Z. This is where the whole... Yeah, Druvis is helping Apeiron in chapter 8. Okay, oh good. Yes, I know that she's helping Apeiron. I just want to see her. I want to see her in the story. So, chapter 9, I need Druvis back on front being the badass druid that she is. Here we see Madame Z, and this is the start of the politics arc. Madame Z will have to go through hoops and bounds to make her plan go right. And she does that. I find this part so cool. Soneto goes after Matilda because she wants to help Vertin. And she asks Matilda for help because Matilda is the best divinator that she knows. And it's very fun that Matilda was about to do a divination to spy on Soneto, and Soneto just knocks on her door. And this is so cool because Matilda like talks like a fucking weirdo whenever she's just thinking about Soneto. But the moment that she starts to work on her divination, Matilda completely changes into a new person because she does take her whole like power and her whole thing about with divination very seriously. And I really like this. I like how Matilda just changes her personality, and it's not like it's a different Matilda. Every single facet is Matilda, but how she acts just changes, and it's very nice. I hate to tell Druvis you can see. I hate to tell you, Druvis can see. Oh, she doesn't show in chapter 9? Annoying. So chapter 10 it is police game. And this is her confession. Yeah, this is so cool. This is so cute. Like we see how much Matilda cares for Soneto. This is where Madame Z starts to do the scoreboard and trying to see where everybody on that table goes. Conservatives, liberals, radicals, independents, and then she wants to move the pieces towards her because she wants to win this fight. And this is Madame Z playing the game. She goes towards this woman here, and I think she has some relevancy in the story as well. She wins a game of ping pong against her, and this is where we got the amazing line that is on this channel here. I will play for free. From one of the best narrators ever.
Ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong.
Peak! I really love First Narrator. First Narrator is very special because he is best friend. First Narrator is nice. He is or ride or die. He's funny, and he has this beautiful radio voice that I love it. But yes, after ping pong, we talk a bit about this guy. We never see him, but he is the leader of the foundation. I'm very curious of who he is. And this is the moment where we end up rescuing Vertin. Lilia breaks through the glass on the symbolism area. She rescues Vertin and brings her back to us. And everybody's back together. We got what we were looking for. Madame Z wins her game of, I think, shogi. Always forget the name. Is 2 letters. And she wins and I feel sometimes Vertina also won her game of chess here, and they're all together. This is the team. Lilia, Druvis, Apple, Regulus, Vertin, Sotheby. This is the main team. This is the OG. The OG team. It's like, yes, in a way, for sure. And we see in 3C Tropics the level of loyalty that these people are gonna have towards Vertin. By Lilia. Lilia goes completely against Igor and the Xeno army to stay with Vertin. You're the only friend we have in this world. So good. And then this is where we leave off. After winning, after fighting for days, weeks, because we know this whole chapter happened throughout weeks, months actually. Madame Z fighting for months. she celebrates her birthday alone in her room. And I find that both sweet and sad at the same time. Because she won, she deserves this, but she's all alone on her birthday. Nobody's there with her. It's just her and a cake. And she deserves more. Madame Z is the GOAT. I waited chapter 5 like 2.5 months. Damn. Eventually it's gonna be me. So, okay. I already showed why chapter 4 for me is very, very much peak. So, we have chapter 5. In chapter 5, the prisoner in the cave is most definitely the beginning. For me. I wouldn't see. I would say is most definitely the beginning. Because it is the beginning. It's the beginning of a new part. I could even say, even though it's the beginning of a new part, I'll say could be better. I'll say is a little better than just the beginning, but could be better. Because on this part, a lot of good stuff happen, a lot of fun things happen, a lot of curious stuff happens. We start here with Regulus screaming against Miss Radio, because Miss Radio is able to pick up radio waves from other eras that were reversed. We go to the Apeiron Island. We meet 37, 6, Sophia, and a lot of good characters. We learn about the intricacies of the rules in the island. This is the moment where 37 bites Regulus' forehead, because Regulus is saying about all the types of beans that she eat or drink, coffee included. This is so fun. The Stranger Truth, where they need to make a vow. Yeah, this is a comedy. This is whenever she is completely delirating because of the effects of the fog, and she solves the mystery that no one in the island could, and she finds the secrets that reveals a hidden planet. And I don't know if this is just a thing, or if this will ever be something relevant further away in the story. 37 Lydia, yes. We have where is the debate? Okay, we're already passed. But we have the debate. The debate is one of my favorite parts, because what happened is we see that Arcana is in the debating area of the island, and Soneto all of a sudden tries to cast a spell on her like she would have done anything with that. And we have to protect Soneto by winning a game of logic and debating against people from the island. This is the allegory of the cave, of a lot of people just looking at the stuff in the cave, where someone that can see far ahead can leave the cave itself. And this is how Sophia sees everything. She just sees herself as just someone seeing the images in the cave. And she sees 37 as the one able to leave it. The chapter 5 trailer is also S tier with animation anime also. I don't think I see the trailers. Did I? Maybe I should see the trailer. Okay, let's do this. After I finish this, let's watch the trailers. Let's watch all the trailers, besides the ones that I do remember watching it, which is the trailer for chapter 7 and 8. Because we just watched the trailer for chapter 8 yesterday. But let's watch the rest. But yeah, this is the moment that Arcana kind of threatens us We put the bracelet that we agree not to fight each other. This is the ending, or not the ending, but this is Sophia in 37. Whenever they see those geometrical shapes, like in the beach, their family died. Sophia's father, 37's mother, they died because they missed the calculations and they got caught by the storm and got reversed. And this is the moment that 37 tries to cheer Sophia up. Sophia doesn't get cheered up, and then 37 spins the story just to catch a happy moment, just to calm Sophia down. And this is the ending. Let me remember exactly. Okay, this is where I end. Sorry. This is Sophia and Regulus in the beach, if I'm not mistaken. Sophia Regulus or Sophia Lilia? I don't remember exactly who's here. But this is the moment that the island starts to get bombarded. And this is us with 37 in the cave looking for the answers. We gotta remember that Regulus stayed behind. She didn't went ahead with them in the cave. Regulus wants to find the answers by herself, and this is one of the moments that 37 sees that a second irregular number denied her denied to just find the answers the easy way. The first person we now know is Sophia, that denied to have her number given away by 37. Yeah, I waited 3 months to just chapter 6. Damn it, that's a lot. But yes, and chapter 6 starts in a whole different direction. Like, chapter 6 it's totally different. Chapter 6 is the very best. Chapter 6 is great. Chapter 6 is great. Chapter 6 made me take a weekend off to kind of breathe. Is peak storytelling. Because like we have Marcus because in the side story of chapter 5, Matilda and Sotheby, and I that's why I put chapter 5 on top of the first chapter, because chapter 5 has the side story that makes it a little better, a little ahead. Matilda and Sotheby are researching stuff. They realize a lot of stuff about the parent people, and then they figure out a lot of things. And we see that Marcus and Greta Hoffman are being sent to Vienna to do some research on how they can combat the storm. They are trying to find a way to survive the storm. That's why they're in Vienna. And this is where chapter 6 happens. Chapter 6 starts with this image of Isolde in a electric chair. She's going through electric therapy to fix her problems. This is the point that Isolde starts taking the shock. And it's so sad. Isolde is being afflicted with mania because her arcane skill makes her a vessel, a conduit for spirits to possess her and express, and gives her like abilities of art, of music. She is the most popular opera singer in Vienna, and she's the star of the city. But that ability also makes their mind deteriorate. And that's what's happening with Isolde right now. And she's trying to look for help. This is Greta and Marcus. This is a good team. This is a good duo. Marcus and Greta are great together. Timeout? Okay. Fair enough. Give me a second. Guys, I need to time Vernetto off. Page. Felt like it. No problem. I forgot how I can do the timeouts. 600 seconds is a lot. Well, your timeout for 600 seconds. I hope you enjoy it. But yes, here we see the duo in the beginning. This is the time. How many minutes? 600 seconds. 5? I think it's 5 minutes. Or 10 minutes. One of the two. It might be 10 minutes. Well, he asked it. And this is very, very cool because Greta is trying to remind Marcus of everything she needs to keep her in her mind. She needs to stay away. She needs to be careful. She cannot interfere directly with the timeline. All those things. And this is where we figure out that in the media, I forgot who is attacking, but a known island appears in the agency, and they are being attacked. So this is the proof that the island, the Hyperion Island, is being bombarded by aircrafts. Then we see here Zold talking about her brother. This is the painting, the Salvation. This painting here, German or Russia, one of them for sure. Could be Serbia. And this is awesome because what happened is Greta Hoffman and Marcus go to the museum. They meet the chief of security, which is he's a sycophant and very prejudiced against the Arcanists. And we gotta remember, this is the point where everybody in Vienna keeps saying they are the most welcoming and open-minded people, but they keep throwing those passive-aggressive jabs. Then we realize that there is this underbelly in Vienna where they are terrible there, but they try to make them seem that they are not. They are forcing themselves to be something they are not. And here is Greta and Marcus on the museum. This is where Marcus used her power to kind of uncover all the drawings and try to get like the reading of everything. Is the moment that she sees the spirits and Isolde. She reads Isolde on this. Isolde goes to Caconia to start her therapy, with Caconia using her ability of empathy and mirrors to kind of see and release Isolde's inner thoughts and fix her. Yes, I can fix her, said Caconia. My dear friend, you are breaking me open. Really shouldn't have done this. This is a very big turning point. And I'll say why. After this is the moment that Isolde completely gets entranced by Caconia. And Isolde start doing shit. Isolde start doing shit in order to please Caconia. She remembers her brother and the events that happened that night. Her brother, I forgot his name, put fire on their mansion, and as long as we know, as all we know at this point, he killed himself. And this is Caconia talking about Vienna. This is Kakania talking to Isolde about what she sees about Vienna. She wants Vienna to be this place, this haven. She wants to save people. She wants to help people. This is the moment that Kakania shares her dream with Isolde, and thus art was born. This is the moment that Isolde completely goes into the Kakania ship and stays there forever. And then we learn Isolde's parts of the Manus. Isolde was influenced by Henrik to be part of the Manus Vindictae, because Henrik is also part of the Manuses, and they try to use Isolde in their plan. Now we need to think carefully who is really wrong here. And this is the moment we realize that Isolde actually was the one that killed her brother. And this is beautiful, because they all go to the theater. Isolde starts to sing, and people start to go crazy, because what happened is, again, the Manus Vindictae accelerates the storm, and Vienna starts to have the storm syndrome right here. At this point, people in the audience start to go crazy. As Isolde sings, and this is a very heartbreaking moment for a lot of reasons. And one thing that I perceived here, do you see that Kakania's shadow is kind of different? Because even though Kakania is just looking straight ahead, her shadow is like her head is bent down. Because even though Kakania is facing Isolde, trying to keep her cool, deep inside, Kakania is crying because Isolde just revealed herself to be an enemy. Isolde is completely off her knockers, and Kakania is just trying to make sense of everything that's happening. And Isolde is pleading her, is asking her, is saying that she's doing everything because she wants Kakania to be happy towards their dream. And then Kakania says that this is not her dream. And Isolde is just being wrong. And this is the moment that kind of hurts. Greta Hoffman is already on the floor. She tried to protect Heinrich from Isolde's bullet. So Isolde realized that she messed up big time, and she should have followed Heinrich or the Manus Vindictae. But she just picks a gun, she picks a pistol, and shoots at Heinrich. But Greta needs Heinrich to be alive, so she goes in front of the shot. Stop with the great involvement. Not a thing. And then Marcus starts crying, and instead of panicking it, Marcus finds her resolve. Marcus is broken inside, but she's trying to do what she needs to. She uses her power of reading on Isolde at this point to get the information she needs about the salvation. And this is the point where we got the CG of she's seeing Isolde and Isolde's brother talking to Arcana, and Arcana doing the circle, which is the key, is one of the keys for the next chapter. This is the point that she tries to read Greta, and she realizes that Greta Hoffman is trying her best to keep herself cool, just not to scare Marcus, because Greta loves Marcus. And this is the moment that I had to really take a break from the game. Like, this part is so sad, because Greta is confessing her love and how much she wanted to protect Marcus, and she knows that Marcus is ready to be a sole investigator. I cried when this played back on stream, I think, and also because I already cried today. whenever I was remembering about the supper and everybody disappearing, I think I'm already more resilient. But this is such a like a heartbreaking moment because we fall in love with Marcus and Greta, and we see how much he cares. And she gives this piece of paper. This is the moment where Marcus starts to read her. And then the salvation. This is Isolde, completely distraught. Still singing, still trying to figure out everything. And the storm syndrome is just ravaging Vienna. And Isolde killed her. That's the best part. Yes, Isolde killed her. No, technically, she died really for the poison. So technically, Forget-Me-Not. And in the end, Dr. Elusivan Lestel. I forgot what that means. E lá se vai uma estrela, and there goes a star. I just spoke in Portuguese for no reason. Marcus spent you for 120 unilogs, Marcus, Madam Hoffman. Yes. The stars are shining tonight, yes. Thank you, Veneto. But yes. Vienna is being ravaged by the storm syndrome. We start to talk, we go back to Apeiron, and this is the moment that counts. This is the beginning of chapter 7, and this is the moment that we know that chapter 7 is gonna occur throughout 22 hours, if I'm not mistaken. It's from the moment where Marcus relayed the information to Semmelweis and the rest of the Foundation, to the moment where they want to make the device to protect people from the storm. Is very intense. It's such a good chapter. So we're kind of just finished chapter 6, and we're gonna go back to chapter 7. So where do you guys feel that chapter 7 exists in my tier list? Good. Chapter 7 is very good, but it's just good. It's good here. It's good here. It's not peak, and there are some reasons for me why chapter 7 is not the peakest, but it's still very good. I know some people do love chapter 7 more than chapter 6. Some people love chapter 6 more than chapter 7. I'm one of those. I think the thing is, you gotta remember, I went from chapter 6 to chapter 7, and it's a different experience. I like how chapter 7 is a run against time. Is a lot of things happening, and is very fun because of that. So, see, we hear the first conversation between Lucy and Enigma, because Lucy she recruits Enigma to help her solve the storm. She wants to protect people from the storm, and because they know informations, they will try to do it. This is 37 trying to get her resolve to face the answer. She's looking for the answer. She is remembering her past. The answer is showing her mother, because 37's mom was the last person that got the answer. 6 reveals that to us, and she went a little crazy after getting that because everything was different. And then we see Arcana. Everything is burning. The island's being destroyed. We see a little bit of Vienna. Vienna is still being affected by the storm syndrome. By the way, the island is still also being affected by the storm syndrome at this point, because the power in the island starts to wane. People are starting slowly to lose their faith in Apeiron because the humans keep bombarding them. They want to retaliate. They want to protect themselves, but they also cannot believe in the phenomenal world because it goes against their belief. So slowly the power in the island starts to wane, and the storm syndrome starts to seep through. Next to the circle is the square before my life turns down. Yes. Here we see Kakania's brother, that lost an arm during a fight, but his arm is replaced by an arm of someone else. Basically, he lost an arm to someone, and then because he got affected by the storm syndrome, he went to the person's house, killed them, removed their arm, and put it back into his arm. So it's half in another person's arm and in half ink. And this is the point. This is where Lucy starts to test. Because, okay, we kind of jumped. We know the knot. We know the information about the incantation that is given to us. And then people start to recite the incantation and they start to disappear. They start to vanish. Some of them turn to powder, some of them turn into mud golem. The side effects of saying the incantation are they are many. Many things can happen. So that's the moment where Lucy discovers that she, as an awakened, can test herself over and over again. Because as soon as she loses her body, she reawakens again, which is amazing and shows how OP the awakened are amongst everything. Una circolo. La una circolo. Yes. You start to feel pain. She evaporates, she becomes stuff, she's all good. We talk about 6. 6 reveals a lot to us. This is after we come out of the cave. We got the answers. I will time out you soon, Veneto. Rest in pepperoni, Veneto. Let me time out Veneto again. Done. Yes. This is the moment where Vertin and 37 comes out of the cave. They see 6. They start talking to 6. The 37 is all happy. She knows the answer. She's all, but she knows she needs to decipher the answer. And 6 basically says, "Nobody got time for that." And 37 goes through the island, and she goes towards everybody, and she's saying, "Hey, I got the answer. I got the answer here. I got the answer there. But I need time to decipher the answer." And nobody has time for it. They're being destroyed. Sophia already went crazy. Sophia completely lost her faith. This is the moment that we see Sophia again. Sophia knows her number. Sophia got the bottle. She opened the bottle. She knows her number is root 2, if I'm not mistaken. So she's also irregular number. And then that's the moment that she kind of snaps. And she decides to join the Manus Vindictae and follow Arcana. Because she's not gonna get what she's looking for over the Apeiron. She's not like 37. So she tries to find her own pathway. And then she got this beautiful glow up because you gotta give it to Arcana. Her, like, Sophia's new outfit is great. She looks much better. The more you believe in something, the harder you will fall. Yes, and Sophia fell hard. It was the absolute worst thing she could find. Yes, the moment that she found the answer in the bottle, it was the moment she broke. And do remember, now Sophia is recruiting a lot of people from the Apeiron to join the Manus Vindictae. A lot of people that are starting to have their faith completely shatter are joining Sophia and moving away to the Manus. And this is the knot. This is the solution. This is the point. This is the moment that they do the research. And they find that in order for them to protect themselves from the effects of the incantation, they need a lot of layers of stuff. So they need to literally make a knot. So 37 gets her response, and her response goes down to the knot, which is this a mathematical number. And then basically people from the Apeiron, they're still okay. 37, Lucy, a lot of people come together to come up with this symbol, this geometrical form that is the knot, and making a literal knot out of like a what is this? I forgot the name of this. A piece of thread, yarn, whatever. They make a knot out of it, and then she realizes that doing this protects from most of the side effects. Yes, Pretzel. Nagala Arcana would be that wacky outfit designer who speaks in riddles if she doesn't bring doom to lesbian couples. And she better. She better do that. But yes, they realize doing a literal knot will protect them from most things. It worked. The sharding sock that had been approved by Miss Lucy, but every time you go, she's using it. They have to wait a long time. It's so silly. Because, like, she sees Lucy again after everything, and she's recharging. But Lucy, okay, this is after everything. Lucy probably already got dispatched from the Foundation. They use her as a scapegoat because Lucy got the answers that they were looking for, but Lucy also had a lot of people dying on her watch. There are a lot of things happened, so the Foundation basically removes her from the... what's the name of the group? Laplace. But this is the moment that Lucy goes free. Lucy is free now, which is good. And this is a beautiful part. This is the farewell from 37 and 6. Time got reversed already. If you guys don't remember, 37 gets the answer about how to protect from the storm. But people from most people from the island, from the Apeiron, that still believe in the Apeiron, they decide to drink and feast and have fun as they slowly reverse away. We're talking about 888. We're talking about 210. We're talking about Marta. All these people get reversed. And it's very sad because 37 don't understand why they decided to take this route. But it just goes to show that sometimes people don't want to be saved. Sometimes people want to follow their own faith, no matter what. Would you trust a stranger in your bakery shop? Let me look. Storm is coming, please get out of my shop. Which game is this? Looks like Cookie Run Kingdom. The storm is coming. It's very silly. And yes, I will 100% trust her. Just put me in your suitcase before the storm, please. But yes, this is the moment the 37 talks with Atticus. She calls him Atticus. She always says what she's thinking. And she asks him if she can go back to the island in the future whenever she got her answers. And Atticus said that she'll always have a place to come back if she ever wants to. So the island will always be there for 37. This is the moment where every single person in the Foundation cheers and shouts and commemorates and celebrates Lucy's achievements. And Lucy's like, why they're throwing papers at me? They hate me? And it's just like, it's just so silly, and but it's also so beautiful because they are truly grateful of everything that Lucy done for them. Goodbye, Madame Lucy. Okay, that's the chapter 7, which again super good. And we're back here. Burton when Lucy leaves. Vernetto working overtime on X. This shit is so ass. Yes. 100% it is ass. And it's a beautiful ass. But still a metallic ass. But very ass nonetheless. But we have here the reason why I stuck around. Three-State Tropics. The one chapter that occurs in Brazil. And I will say, Three-State Tropics is definitely the beginning. And I'll tell you why. Three-State Tropics will always have a special place in my heart because it happens on my country. The level of representation is amazing. But we cannot fool ourselves. It's one of the weaker ones. Not much stuff happens. It's a lot of setup. It's definitely a beginning of something new. But it's okay. We gotta have those breaks and those beginnings. We start here with Lopera executing a bunch of
keeps the doctor away.
traitors. I guess the only good thing from chapter 8 was the battle OST and the final stage. First of all, welcome to the stream. Thanks for redeeming your apple of the day. Now tell me the news. Just shoot your knob, brother. Exactly. Wes, I am listening. Give the news. We're gonna stop until Steph showcases her news. Okay. Where is this going to go again, Steph? Oh, okay. And so, if it's good news, then it means that the blurbs are now working again. And then you plot twist, no, they're not working. It was Streamlabs. So, but what about Streamlabs that was a problem? Okay, you tell me. I had to take control of the audio from. Take control of the audio from and let the audio come directly. Okay, I guess. I don't know exactly how that works. But if it works and if it's fixed, then that's all that matters. I am so happy that you guys were able to figure it out. I'm sorry that it couldn't be more of help, but I'm just happy that you guys fixed the problem and now it's no longer an issue. Hopefully, it's now no longer gonna be an issue. And now you know a way to solve it if it happens all over again. It's all fixed, but what? But Streamlabs is fucked. In what sense? But yes, here we have Lopera. Lopera executes the guys. She sees Mulder. Mulder is her sister. They've all been raised by the hottest character, one of the hottest characters in the game, which is Igor. Here, Vertin and the team. So it's Vertin, Lilia, and Lopera go to this tower, and Vertin ends up breaking the seal out of curiosity, and that frees who's locked inside. The girl herself, Kimberly. It's still working, but it's only good for me to go live, and that's it. Well, explain. Isn't like the whole, how it like the whole purpose of Streamlabs going live? But as we see Nala X, we'll talk after stream. Okay, all good, no problem. But yeah, we see Nala chugging on some food. There's an edit of Kimberly instead eating that. She's eating a giant as. Oh god. I'm gonna start out of the queue. Hello. Oh, it's never a torture, hun. All good. Be back. Well, she is eating stuff. She is in the ship where Lopera and Vertin are. Lucy stayed back with in the Xeno little place. They are taking a ship towards Sao Paulo because they want to find a mystery. So, Lopera, Sotheby, Nala... No. Lopera, Sotheby, Vertin are on a ship. They find Nala there, but she just didn't come with them together, really. And then they meet Santos, which is the fucking douche. He's the Heinrich of this chapter. And then they want to know about Duncan because they see Duncan's picture and he's eerily equal, apparently, to Mr. Carson, someone that got reversed. And Sotheby wants to find maybe Mr. Carson survived, maybe something happened. Who is Duncan? And she washes ashore inside a big fish. Duncan breaks, opens up the fish, and Sotheby's inside. And she talks to Duncan, and Duncan said that he's not Mr. Carson, but he can be for her. And he lets her call him Mr. Carson, and then they became friends. And that's such a lovely moment. It's a promise that Duncan will be helping Sotheby, and it's so nice. He's new Mr. Carson. On the other side, Vertin gets pulled from the water by Nala and dragged all over the shore when they meet White Rum and Dr. Doris, who's also a editor from Utsu. And she goes by the alias of Erd. Dr. Doris sees that Vertin has a fever, takes care of her. Nala goes away with riding White Rum. They hear an explosion. She goes back. Dr. Dory is taken away, but they were able to rescue Vertin. They go to the Heartfelt home, which is the veterans' place. And then we see this very cool time when Nala and Lopera become friends. They start talking about stuff. There's no grudge between us. Because Lopera was the person that captured Nala. But they are clean. They are all good. They become friends. And a lot of happens. We know that Igor is a fucking traitor. He asks his kids to come back to him because he wants to make a whole plot. They're going south because they're going to Antarctica. And then he asks Ptolemy, one of his kids, to grab the toy, which they got from Stefan back in Tuesday's motel. And he is gonna use the toy to force Nala to kill Vertin, which is what is happening right here. And then, at the same time, at the same token, Moldir went to the mansion to rescue Doris, bring her to Igor, and to confront Lopera. If Lopera wants to side with Igor, or she's gonna stay behind. This is a very sad part, because Nala does not want to do this. She's being forced by her seal, which is a toy, that's being controlled by Ptolemy, to strangle and kill Vertin. But Ptolemy is a fucking stupid asshole, and he gives a gun because he's trying to force Vertin to shoot at Nala. But instead, Vertin shoots at the toy, frees Nala, and Nala goes into a rampage and kills every single soldier, but she does not kill Ptolemy, which is very sad, because in the trailer kind of implies that she killed him. She does not. Ptolemy is able to flee the scene with some soldiers, and he goes back to Igor. And you're redeeming some hydration, and I will as soon as I finish this, because my throat is already killing me. I'm talking too much. This is one of the saddest moments of the game. Moldir reveals that she, her father, and the rest of the soldiers are betraying Zeno and the Foundation. They are going to join the Manus Vindictae. And she asks if Lopera wants to come with them, and Lopera says no. Lopera hates traitors. She goes crazy and she fights Moldir. And Moldir shoots Lopera with a tranquilizer dart, putting Lopera down. And Lopera cries as she is eventually rescued by Duncan. Moldir, Ptolemy, Igor, they go all the way up south. They go to Tierra del Fuego to meet Sophia. He gives Sophia Arcana's ashes, which is very important. I haven't mentioned that so far. Arcana didn't really die. Arcana is now a pile of ashes, but there's still life in that pile of ashes. And he gives that pile of ashes to Sophia. But he says that he's going to do what he wants to do. So he's not going to force his soldiers to use the mask. He's gonna be part of Manus Vindictae, but in his own way. And Sophia says whatever. Everybody's gonna die. And then we go back to the Foundation. Yeah, Sophia is completely nihilistic. Everybody's gonna die anyway, so just join us and whatever. And this is a very, very sad moment. Lopera, yes. Yes. And she doesn't stop there. She says, you will find the love of your life. As Nala is singing the theme song, as Nala is singing goodbye, Lopera is crying on the ground because she's now all alone. I don't know when Lopera is gonna recuperate herself whenever she's held back together, but this is so sad. Lopera is broken. She has been betrayed twice, and she does not know who to believe. Duncan re-enlists into the Xeno army. Lilia proves her loyalty during this whole thing, which is pretty nice. And now Nala is part of her group. Nala is officially part of Team Timekeeper. Constantine actually receives a call where she approves and everything about the succubus staying with Vertin. So now Team Timekeeper officially is Druvis, Sotheby, Lilia, Soneto, Vertin, Regulus, Apple, and Nala. So we have 8 people. And we have people floating around, but they are not really official Team Timekeeper. Like Matilda, Duncan, Lopera. Tuesday, because we know Tuesday is being taken to the Foundation. And probably other people from other reflections that I haven't done yet. Oh, 37, sorry, I forgot 37. 37 is also Team Timekeeper, so we have 9 people. Oh, this is the beginning. Awesome. So this is it. This is my tier list for Reverse. I am happy that I was able to conclude this. Perfection. And do you remember, guys? This is Reverse. I am judging Reverse by Reverse standards. The worst story from Reverse is still better than most gacha games. Most gacha games is better than most games, but especially most than gacha games. Whenever I was creating just talking to you guys, remembering right now there is a poll on our Discord channel. If you go to our Discord channel, and let me open right now. I'm gonna do on stream. Poll, Discord. Done. Here. This is our Discord channel, the Hellfire Tavern. And as you guys can see here, I created a vote, a poll. This poll is not going to be done now or never, probably. It's going to just stay here. And is all other games that I can play on stream that I'm thinking. Those are all games, they're gacha games. So they're kind of in the same lane of Reverse. And whenever I was making this list, I was thinking about the games of this games that I do played. I played a bit of Arknights in the beginning, just a little bit. I played Wuthering Waves every now and again, not nowadays. Whenever I met Infrit, which is my good friend, I ended up playing Wuthering for a while, but I fell out of it. Epic 7 I played for a good time. Genshin Impact I played in the beginning. Honkai I played until Penacony. ZZZ I played for a bit. I don't remember exactly where I stopped. Tribe 9 is the newer one I played once on stream. Guardian Tales I played on the beginning. Another Eating I played on the beginning. Cookie Run Kingdom I played for a fair bit. I played all the way to the Beasts. Path to Nowhere I never played at all. And Limbo's Company I never played at all. But just saying, for the games that I did play, most of these gacha games, they pale in comparison to Reverse, especially lore-wise. Those games, they are kind of superior to Reverse in some aspects when it comes to gameplay. But when it comes to lore and characters and sound design, Reverse is top notch. And these games all pale in comparison, all of them. We're talking even Honkai and Genshin, they do not match to Reverse. They try, they don't get there. But I realized that eventually I will run out of content on Reverse. I will run out of anecdotes and reflections. No, this is Star Rail. It is specified. Honkai, Star Rail. But yes. Eventually I will run out of content for Reverse. And I don't want to just do like a whole stream of just Reverie. Reverie is fun, and I will do Reverie every now and again. But whenever I run out of everything to do on Reverse, I'm planning on not doing Reverse every single day. I will probably do Reverse maybe like Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays, and I will try to put maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays with a new game for us to start exploring a little more. And if people enjoy to see me watch the game more than Reverse, since Reverse will not have that many content, I can give more days to that game while Reverse has nothing too big happening. And whenever Reverse gets new stuff, we're gonna do more Reverse because Reverse is gonna always be the top one. But again, it's nice for us to branch out. So if you guys want to go into my Discord, you can find it here. Go there to the poll. The poll is going to be there forever. You guys can vote as many games as you want. And the one that has most games whenever I run out of everything, the ones that have the most votes is the one that I'm going to be playing. So if you want to make sure that the game you like is the one that I play, just vote and get your voice across and let me know. But without further ado, let's go back to reverse because we still have about 40 minutes of stream, and I did say we're gonna do more about the Flutterpage story. But if you know me, my voice is kinda dead already because I just talked non-stop for an hour, sorry, a year. That's kinda dramatic on me. Sonata Americana in Wuwa, so. Sonato and Arcana in Wuba. What? Okay. Confused. Dun, 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 dun. Thanks for redeeming the Rickroll. Yes, I'm gonna get water. Be right back. And we're gonna do more of Flutterpage story, but I won't be talking. I was talking the whole thing about the stolen name. Oh, they're VAs. Okay, makes sense. Yes, we're gonna do cross read, and we're just gonna watch, and I'm gonna read on my mind and react to the story itself. Yiling and Provola. If Wuthering Waves end up winning, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I hope that more people can go to the Discord and vote because I want to see what people really want to see. I know that Verneto voted for Guardian Tales. That's a good one. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what this story is all about. Yeah, search it. You know when she says one word. She's gonna say, fuck it. And you're gonna know that's Sonato. I'm gonna put it on auto because I'm not gonna be talking, so there's no need for it to be super slow. I'm just gonna be reacting. But I find it very European for fairies to steal someone's name. Okay.
It's the banana.
Wait, Bananak is, if I remember, is part of European mythology or folklore or something. Let me research on Google. Okay, Bananak is Irish folklore. Preternatural beings described as specters which haunts battlefields. Oh, that's nice. Let's see the pronunciation. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's kind of weird. But fair enough. That's cool. Okay, no problem. Things can't get much worse than this. Those mischievous fairies have really gone too far this time. This is way quick. This way quick. We can't let the banana catch up to us. The path upward is blocked with a red marker. You have to take the path to the east. Drag Flutterpage along the grid lines to move along. There's a gray marker on the eastern path signaling that it needs to be lit. Send your little bird to the lamp to light the way forward. The little bird will stay on the street lamp for a while. You have to approach and retrieve it before you can use it again. We need to check every landmark to find your name, except for the street lamps. You only need to visit those if you want to retrieve your little bird. Again, drag Flutterpage along the grid lines to move around. I guess... Okay, is this... Okay, fairly easy. Probably is one of those caves where fairies live. You're really going into European mythology here, which is nice. It also goes to show that the world here is very shaped up by people's beliefs. Because we gotta remember some events like the Apeiron. The Apeiron got their powers through belief. Like they were all arcanists, they started to believe into a higher power, and the island itself and their powers were started to get linked to that belief. So in the moment that they start to have their belief shattered by all those events that happened, their powers start to get weak. I probably this also applies to folklore or urban legends. The more you believe in something, maybe stuff starts to become reality. Banana.
Wow.
I don't know how you completely forgot about it. She's literally holding a lamp. Her name is Lamplighter. Oh, that's cute. Oh, those are critters? Okay, yeah, those are the critters. Those are the... Yeah, we have some of these guys on our wilderness. So yeah, fairies are just critters. This is so cool. Like this is proper like Harry Potter level of like
Where am I?
cool things.
This is Crisscross Street. Wow. Of course. Huh? Why?
Yeah, the lady that knows everything.
Yes. Hmm.
The girl who lost her name.
Hmm?
So it's Lamplight that gives her the nickname. Nice. Bum bum bum. Looks very similar to the Foundation's library, almost. But I know they probably won't be just making it like a new library every time that someone goes
Uh-huh.
somewhere. Maybe just like adapted.
But if
She's right. Sorry.
Why?
Yeah, but Best need to go, so I'll lurk till the stream ends. Have a nice stream, careful not to get a name stolen. Thank you. Lurk away, Verneto. Always happy to have you around. Lurk away. And we'll see each other the next time.
Hmm. I suppose.
Uh-huh.
Oh. But what's this?
Ooh.
Hmm. Wow.
No. Okay. Once you swipe the name, fairs always make a point to find the summit island. Fair enough.
Hmm. Hmm?
So she
Your
needs to retrieve
name will
her
be
name.
gone for good.
So she needs to retrieve her name until the sundown.
I
Until
think.
sunrise. Nice. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. New friends, old friends. I'll help you get your name back, don't worry. The administrator said those fairies have hidden parts of your name all over the place. The one you've got in your hand there should point us to where the others are hidden. Let's have a look. Seems it's pointing us over there, ain't it? Northe, you must be pointing to the zombie graveyard. What did you just say? Fair enough. Um, Okay. I need to go this way. Wait, what is the lamplight again? Refuse. Okay, what? Uh, Again, I know it's suck at puzzles, but dude. What am I missing here? Hmm. What? Okay, I'm not gonna even comment.
Wow. No.
You scared? Are you a little baby? Are you afraid of zombies?
Is that true then? Hmm.
The chummiest of chats.
But
is that guy? Aw, she's cute.
Sorry. Hmm.
Hearken, little one.
Oh,
If you say so.
we can see that he's blonde over that a mask and all that.
Why?
Oh, he's just afraid. You gotta be brave to watch her.
No, I don't get it.
That's the attitude.
Why not? I'm thinking. But hmm. Hmm?
That'll make me look strange. My friends will make fun of me.
Aw.
I don't think so. No. I think.
Real mates wouldn't treat you like that.
Dash it all.
Necklace?
Hmm? Wow.
Aw. I love how British this whole conversation is.
Why? Thank you.
Proper British.
Hmm?
Yeah, that's what I was
Why?
trying to do. I have to be brave if that ain't that wants to be. That's a very nice way to think, really. Hey, Blythe! Welcome, thanks for the raid. Hello, raiders, welcome to the stream.
Thank you.
My name is Archer, and I play Reverse every day at the same time. We are watching a character story right now. It's kind of cute. Blythe is a very nice person. She talks to me a lot. Let me just do her a shout out. Choo choo choo. Blythe. Are you still playing Metaphor? Yes.
This is.
Sweet. Metaphor is a great game. So guys, if you guys enjoy a good story time, an Atlas game like no other, go watch Blythe's stream whenever she's online. Go give her a follow. Maybe you can catch her playing some Metaphor.
Wow.
Hello, Blythe. How have you been?
So. Why?
It's my pleasure. Yes, we have until sundown. Sunrise. Oh, I said till dawn. Oh yeah, it is dawn. Okay, makes sense. Bum 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 bum. Ooh, sweet rewards. New friends of friends, flowers, and pebbles. Let's go, Flutterpage. We've got to keep looking for your name. Looks like there's a bunch of paths that needs illumination. We'll have to use our little bird to light them up one at a time. Okay. Here. Here. Oh, okay. Hmm. This is complex. Hmm. Wait, you two better turn back now. That's mad woman's out again. You mean lady in the garden? I've heard a story about her. Woman forever vulnerable when she flirts and she thinks. Oh, maybe they're talking about Willow? How are you doing? How is your stream? Thank you so much. I'm doing very well. Stream is going nice. Today I've just did a tier list of this game's main story because I finished it yesterday, and now I'm doing some other side contents. Yeah, I'm doing lovely. How have you been? Wait, what happened? Lady in the garden. Oh, I thought it would be Willow, but no, it's literally an undead lady. Good. I'm happy they've been good. How was Metaphor?
Destroy you all naturally. Rip, shred, destroy!
She crushes the flowers beneath her heels. Okay, I think she's a flower hater.
Oh.
I'm so happy. How far down in the game are you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yes, Atlas always do like awesome writing on their games.
I don't get it.
Oh, sweet.
They're nasty, disgusting things.
But
This will blossom into a plague, into a horror that plagues me day and night. That's awesome.
but if yes.
Really?
Hmm?
She only wanted a compliment. We're at least close to halfway. Been doing a lot of side quests and got myself ready for a big story moment. All I need to do now is just build up my party to be strong, and I'm hoping they are. Nice! Sweet! Those are always the cool parts. Hope your party is good enough. Or I hope you're just ready for some grinding.
So, hmm? Hmm.
Really? That's nice to hear. We've got 3 letters now. Let's get a move on. Time to find the 4th letter of your name. Afternoon Tea Club. Dearest Club members, let's see now what we got on our spread. What's here? What's here? I'm actually very excited then, because again, Persona games tend to be already challenging. So if there are more, then that's a real challenge. Well, Persona games start challenging and they get progressively easy as you make more fusions and create stronger personas. Ooh, blueberry jam. Deviled egg. Pea soup. I don't like peas. Ooh, pistachio macarons. Nobody likes pea soup here. Get it gone. Get out. Yes. We hate pea soups here.
Hey!
I do love Atlas games as well.
Thank you.
Again, personas are deep entrenched in my heart. Also, Shin Megami Tensei as a whole.
Hmm?
You're after Dearest possessions.
No. again.
Yes, nothing comes free.
Oh.
Oh.
Hmm. Hmm?
You had money? Look at Flutterpage.
I do apologize. Thank you.
Ah, this is pretty. You've stuck by me through all this without asking for so much as a penny. That's more than just being a good mate. This is what counts. A lot of people don't see those stuff. Like, sometimes people just overlook how important it is for someone to just stuck with you, even if they don't have to.
Anyways. Hmm.
I blew our Dosh on a blooming stone. Oh,
Hmm? Who's Sarah?
wait, she's forgetting about her
Oh.
sister?
I know.
Yeah, just starting to forget more as the day goes by. Flutterpage must hurry. Peppy paws. Okay, we have 3 more stages to finish Flutterpage's side story, but we're gonna be doing that tomorrow. For today, I think this is more than good enough. I have people to talk to, stuff to do. But I like to thank everybody that came here today. I will be rating someone and sending you guys to a brighter place. I want to thank Blythe and Jimmy for the raids. I appreciate you all and I appreciate everybody, the new followers. Thank you so much. I always like people that enjoy whatever I'm putting out. But yes, tomorrow we're gonna do more Flutterpage side story and maybe some reflections. But yes, without further ado, let me just find someone to raid. Let's see who's still online and playing. Okay, I think this time around, I'm gonna give you guys to someone nice. I'm gonna raid my good friend, Shay. Amazing human being, very kind. But yes, we're gonna raid. Thank you so much, everyone. Don't forget to be kind to yourselves and to each other. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Archer is out.